late, but better late than never.
Yes, and who is it late for? What is time?
Right.
Yes.
What is prime? Time does not exist. We are back in the house. I have Jamie from Princess Creations joining me once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are on what, day eight? Day eight?
Ocho. Yes.
Day eight since we missed 2 days, but man, about day eight, something like that,
Uh,
of the Block Removal Positive Energy Flow Workshop. And I wanted to slow down. I got it. I got it. My bad. My bad. My bad. Okay. So I want to touch on because we talked on it briefly the other day on chakras.
okay.
So I want to talk about the different blockages and some of the different things you may feel when there's a block in the different chakras.
All right.
So, how have you been, Miss Jamie? Before we jump right into it.
Today was a better day. It was a good day. It was a good day. Another good day. Because even when it's not a good day, it's still say good day. Um, colder outside. No snow though. We had some snow come in overnight, but it went away in the morning.
Right.
Um, and I got out and got a little lost and found myself a couple of places and got a couple of things done. So that was good. I had a good day. Nice. Oh, I did some me time. I did some loving
Good.
me stuff. Hi Stellara. Yeah, I oiled my crown and wrapped it
Uh-huh.
up. I took a Epsom salt soak. Generally 15 minutes is good, but I stayed in there probably about an hour, nice and hot tub, and I
That's
had some
good.
citrus, cinnamon citrus aroma going. I'm getting hot. And that was nice. It was a pleasant, just me time, just loving on myself and soaking away my blues per se. Water is a manifester. So
Exactly.
yeah, I had a good communion in the water.
Very good. Very good. Um, one thing about removing blocks is make sure you're always implementing self care. Always implement self care. Self love and self care are two different things. First of all, you don't want to think, oh, I love myself. I love myself. Yeah, you might love yourself, but are you caring for yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful name. Yes, yes. It's a beautiful name, Stellara. It's beautiful. It's even magic speaking it. When I see it on Facebook, I just say Stellara. It's beautiful.
It is a pretty name. I want to know where she got it from. I'm gonna ask her later.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you've got to implement self care
yes.
because if you're not implementing self care, you're gonna start finding there's even more blocks that's coming up because you gotta put you first. You gotta care for you first. You gotta take care of you first. And did you get some aha moments or moments of enlightenment while you were taking care of yourself?
I didn't have a teary moment. How about that?
But you
I
still
didn't.
had moments that you were brought aware of, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, hmm,
It was a zero moment, like where I'm coming to zero.
it was a balanced moment.
Yeah, yeah. It was just
I like that.
sigh. A good woo sigh, like and I and oh, and then after I intended to go back out because I still didn't do my grocery side of things, right? But after the bath, I'm still in my after bath, mode. Just totally relaxation and peace. Today it's my spirit inside. I've a great inner peace from this whatever it was that I did.
Right. I feel you in that. Well, that's good. That's good.
I
With
wanted
me,
to go back to your chakras.
oh yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna get on that. Um, she says she feel your energy here. Um, I had to ground myself a few times today, but that's what I had to do to make sure that I stayed fluid, stayed moving, stayed in the moment because I found myself reflecting on my woes, which remember I was saying, try to get off those woes and start talking about my wows. And I did find myself reflecting on a lot of woes today. Um, but I'm aware of it. That's one thing. And I'm not gonna let it get me down. You know, it is what it is. Aha moments because I did reflect on it. That's what I feel like. Okay, you know what? This is how I need to move, and I need to move this way for me. No disrespect to anyone else.
What I got from you today was release. We have to get it out sometimes. You know, we put it in, we park it. We put it in, we park it. But what can come if we do not release is worse than a
That's the
general,
block, right?
it's worse than speaking it. You know what I mean? Because it can be explosive. It can damage things, destroy things that necessarily you didn't want to do it that way, but because it was so held in and pent up, we have to let it out. Listen to this. I was sick for a whole week. I thought I had the flu. This is years ago, not recently, thank God. Thank Allah. Uh, but I was sick a whole week. I went to the physical doctor, with the family doctor, he was called. Went to him. He looked at me. He said, "You don't have the flu." He said, "That's not what's going on." He said, "Go check your eyes out." Okay. So I went to the eye doctor, and he's like, "Well, I don't see anything going on." He said, "Have you been under a lot of stress?" And I said, "Yeah." And I was holding it in, working in corporate America and not wanting to cuss people out, because you want to hold on to your job. And so you're parking that emotion. You're parking that emotion. I had so much shit pent up in me, it manifested like an illness. And so he's
Mm-hmm.
like, you have to find healthy ways. And this is the good thing about having a holistic minded medical professionals. When you encounter them, they will help you without giving you drugs. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you just have to find ways to release your frustrations, or release your stress. That's what started me meditating.
You know what? And I meditated today twice. I had to ground myself, and I realized that a lot of and this was something I realized a lot of the way I act is because I'm worried about other people and their feelings, and that's not reciprocated to me. And I realized that because in conversations I hear people say to me, well, this is the way you should be, this is the way you should be, and now I'm at the point like, yeah, okay, and I'm giving them my middle finger. Don't tell me how I should be, because I've been that way for so long that it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. So I can't be that way, because people tend to think, oh, if Tiffany's that way, I can just walk all over her. And I don't know why that is. It's, hey, I love to help people out. I love to help you out, but I don't want you to walk all over me. So that was just one of my blocks, and I had to figure out how to combat it. And truthfully, like I said, I had to meditate twice because I was on the verge of saying some things that I knew I was going to regret later. So let me calm down and figure out how I need to say this, how this needs to be worded, so that hopefully it's understood on both ends and it
Yes.
worked out. If not, then Tiffany has to find another way of doing things, because if it's not working for me, and that's okay, same thing for you guys. If it's not working for you, figure out how it can work for you. You don't have to figure out how it can work for somebody else. And see, that was That was one of my toxic traits. As long as they're not feeling bad, it doesn't matter how I felt. And people played on that. Well, I still need you. They could call me, hey, do you want to do something? No, I don't want to do it. Oh, okay, but you'll do it. And that's the way but you'll do it. So we don't care. We don't care how you feel about it, but because you'll do it. And that's my fault. Nobody else's. I can't blame anybody else. Even if they think that I'm supposed to do it, that's because they think that. So you do it. I don't have to. And that's where I am in my life now. Because people don't listen. They don't listen to you. And that's a throat blockage right there. Okay. If you're not speaking your mind, speaking how you really feel. So, Tiffany, do you want to do this? No, I don't. And I'm not going to. How about that? And it's okay. Yeah, I'm making people mad, making people left and right. I'm hearing, hey, well, I feel you're personally attacking me. Well, you know what? I'm not here to secure your insecurities. And that's what I have to realize. Because ain't nobody going to insecure mine. They're not trying to, oh, Tiffany, I don't want you to feel that way. They're not doing that, obviously, because if I say I don't want to do it, I don't feel like doing it, and they tell me, yeah, I know you don't, but you will, that means they don't care about how I feel. And it's not that I don't care, but I have to care about how I feel in order to expect others to care about how I feel. So what I put out is what I get back. If I dismiss my feelings, then why should anybody else care about how I feel? Why should anybody else care about how I feel? Why should anybody, if you dismiss your feelings and you're putting yourself out there like that, guess what? They're going to keep taking advantage of it. And yeah, that was for me to figure out. So that's that throat chakra. You got to speak up. And there's a way that you can speak up without being rude. But you know what? Rude is all a matter of perspective. I could tell somebody, no, I'm not going to do something. And just because they're upset that I'm not going to do it for them, they think I'm being rude to them.
Stellara said her daddy told her if they don't care about how you feel, they don't care about you. And we have a deeper example of that with the young lady, Shanquella Robinson. You know,
oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That they didn't care. Those people, none of them, the so-called best friend, you know, that's an extreme of people, how cold people can be. And then you have to watch things that they say. Yeah, but you got toxicity, and you know, we're all broken people. So I mean, and it's not a color thing or a nationality thing with brokenness. You got whack families, no matter what nationality they are. And so children are coming up in these broken environments and being raised by broken people that then they become or struggle through brokenness, seeking to become a whole being or healthier in existence. And just some just come from more broken than other. But what we have to do, or we should do, or I suggest we do, and not required, okay, so but good for us or beneficial to us, is not become the energy of the other being.
That's key.
Yeah. You know, hold your energy. While you were speaking of your frustrations, I could feel it, like, you know, mounting inside of me. And I grabbed a crystal, something to just kind of hold, to redirect, so that I didn't become the energy that you were speaking about, that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely an energy, because I mean, You've said it to me before. It's an energy. That's why I know it comes from different people. And
Yeah,
well, Tiffany, you're supposed to do this. And
but
I'm
but
like, yeah.
that's
Mhm.
outside. Yeah, because I've had it, but I know what's going on. I'm not falling in. I'm not
Right.
falling in any way. Let me tell you what I will do is be
Hmm.
me all the time.
That's key.
Now,
Right. Never let
who,
anyone else change your character.
who will be me? Who will receive of me? That I can choose,
Hmm.
or universe does.
Well,
This.
yeah, I can't choose who receives me. I can choose who I give myself to, but I
Yeah,
can't choose who receives me. And I'm not for everybody, and I don't try to be.
yeah, and you know what? It's okay. When they making suggestions, what are they doing? Because when we cast spells, what are we doing? We speaking words to what
Into
we
existence.
desire. Yeah. So don't be speaking no spells over me based on your motherfucking understanding. Excuse me, because then that's my frustration of something that I may be dealing with. And I'm not necessarily directly addressing it because this is not about the next band. This is for me. This is
Hmm.
my change and my transition. And the best to love me is me. The
And
best
that's
to understand me is me. And I don't owe an understanding to nobody else.
why I feel like that energy comes up as I want to say a test. I hate to say test, but it's a test just to
Yeah.
see, A,
Are you gonna
are
fall
you
in?
practicing what you're saying?
Yeah,
And I
don't
get it all the
fall
time because I tell people all the time, hey, be accountable for this, do this, do this. Hey, it's because of what you're putting out there. And then I turn around and I don't say nothing.
in. But you just don't fall in. That's all. Like,
And
let's
so,
not fall in. Let's look at
hey, Aisha.
everything in front of us that we're dealing with is something to teach us. And when we get the lesson, we're going to get through it. So if we haven't gotten the lesson and it's heavy, get that lesson
And right,
and
that's what I said. It
it's
comes in different places, the different things. So, that was throat chakra. Speak up for yourself. Um, I wanted to start out. I don't know how we got on that, but I wanted to start off with that crown chakra. That crown chakra, boy.
yes.
When your crown chakra is blocked, first of all, your discernment. I know that's you're gonna think here, but I want to say your discernment because it's like your common sense. First of all, is blocked, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you tend to do things um, that you normally wouldn't do if you thought about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know I was getting a lot of migraines. I had a lot of head problems, migraines, things like that. And that was my crown being blocked. And my spirit guides couldn't get through to me. I wasn't getting messages. We're all connected to the universe, the great source. I was missing messages because of the blockage in my head. Now mine manifested as headaches. There's some people, they may lose their hair. You have to think about different, and it could be like stress, something like that. Things like that that causes this hair loss, migraines, um, blurred vision.
Flu-like symptoms. I mean, my whole body was aching. You heard me.
That
My
would also
whole
be the root chakra, right? That could also be the root chakra. I agree with that. I agree with that. I was just starting from the crown on down.
Yeah, because if the head is clouded, sister,
Yeah, and
the vision
more than
is
likely
blurred.
the root chakra is clouded if and then everything's clouded.
Yeah.
You're really
Yeah.
messed up. So I do agree with you with that.
And while mentioning the two, because there's they do work, every all is related, be it distant or close. So in a meditative exercise, One
Right.
can
It starts
rest
at the base. That's what
upon,
she's saying. Right.
rest at this point and rest at the root point to bring the two into harmony with each other.
Yeah.
Understand what
Maybe
I'm
I should have
saying?
started at the root, but I didn't want to start at the root because I was thinking about the head, but I don't
And
know.
you were,
My
no,
bad.
you were fine. You were fine. You were fine. You were fine.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
um,
well, you're just talking about what each chakra represents. If the head is clouded, the vision is unclear, and that is so. If the head is clouded, the vision is unclear. There's nothing wrong with that. What's the next one?
no, I never said it was anything wrong with it. I was just, I don't know. I'm thrown off because now I don't know if I should have started from the root chakra and went from the crown, but it was for a reason. I started from the crown and now I can't remember. Ooh. Anyway, so um, yeah, I'll go for the root chakra.
Okay.
I go for the root chakra. Um, Now for me, root chakra. Stop it! No, you're helping me.
Happy God.
You're helping me, but she's right. The reason why I'm like off tilter is because she's correct. It does all start from the root chakra, but because of Tiffany being Tiffany, I was starting from the crown. But yeah, when you're trying to unblock, when you're going through unblocking, you have to start from the base. So she's absolutely correct. I'm not saying that. I wasn't saying that. You do have to start from the base. And I would have got to that eventually, but that's probably where I should have started, if that makes more sense. So that's what I was trying to say.
Accuracy in the
So
way
it wasn't even a thing of trying to, it was just, I see, yeah, you know what? It makes more sense to start from, because everything does start from the root chakra, from the base. So where you're anchored, your core beliefs,
life
and
comes from. It's where life proceeds forth from.
right. So, well, we could jump all around. It don't even matter, but because the whole thing is about clearing the blocks and different blocks that they have. You know, got the third eye block that could also manifest itself in headaches and things like that. Or I don't know why am I thinking of alopecia in your eyebrows. I don't know why, and I'm not sure if that's one thing, but it's coming to me for some reason. So I don't know. Do you know, Jamie?
Why alopecia is coming in?
I said in the eyebrows, and I don't know if it's because of that or not.
Mm. Because of the third eye? I don't know.
I don't know. I just got that, but you know,
Well,
it could be headaches, it could be blurred vision as well. You
could
know,
be diet. You know
third
what
eye is
one is
like
taking into.
your connection to the um
Could be
your
kidney.
your other sense of seeing. How do I explain that? I don't want to say psychic abilities.
The third eye, mystic energies. Yeah, psychic power. Um, and everyone from any faith knows about the seer. That's the seer, is the psychic power. Yep.
Right, tunnel vision, yeah.
That's a negative. Yeah, that's a negative of third eye. And inhibition.
And the heart chakra. We talked about that the other day, remember?
Yes, being centered.
And you know, I was saying earlier how I was having the chest pains. That could have been I thought it was because of a cold, but I don't know because it went away the same day. So it could have been because of the way I was feeling.
Frustration.
You know, you can get chest pains, things like that. Heart chakra usually block that when you get hurt from so many different people that you love. and you expect them to love you the same way you love them, or even treat you the same way that you treat them. Broken heart syndrome. Yes, hurt. Broken heart syndrome. So, like,
Greens or pinks. I was looking around like, I know I got all these chakras in here.
oh yeah, and see, I got them all too sitting here, but I don't want to big them out. I would, but I don't, you know, they're all sitting here. But yeah, like that broken heart syndrome.
And then we have the throat chakra. We skipped over that one.
No, I said that before. Remember, I was that before I even said the crown chakra. I said speaking up for yourself, speaking out. Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking your mind. That's when I was talking about where people say, "Do you want to do something?" And I say no, and they say, "Okay, but I know you will." So now I gotta say, "No, I don't want to do it," and "No, I won't do it."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, speaking up for yourself, speaking out for yourself. That was the throat chakra. Where are we at?
Tingling. It's tingling.
That's probably because it's telling you to start speaking up. Are you letting people, are you not saying things that, or speaking up for yourself, or thank you, Isha. But yeah, so you have to exercise that throat chakra. Start speaking out. And like I said, you don't have to be disrespectful.
Think about it.
Keep holding it in, people are going to continue to do what they are doing until you speak up for yourself. And you're accountable. You know, if you never speak up for yourself, you're much more at fault than that person doing it to you. Thank you. She helps me a lot. Isha, she helps me a lot. I don't know what she be talking about. Give me my props. She helps me. I'm glad she could put me back on point though. But she's right. I do want to say that again. When you're doing chakra blocks, you have to start at the root. Okay, your core, your base, your thoughts, your beliefs, what has shaped you to be who you are so far. That's like the anchor. You know what I'm saying? So you do want to start there. You may have to reprogram yourself or deprogram yourself or whatever it is. You have to come up with different ways of maneuvering. That comes from your core values, what you were taught, what shaped you. So that's absolutely correct. And of course, everything goes up from there. So if your root chakra is blocked, then you're probably going to have other blocks. Let's see, we got the sacral chakra down here. That you can have reproductive problems. You can have fibroids, endometriosis, things like that. Are men. They also can have sacral chakra blocks by ED.
Manifest prostate cancer.
Yep, prostate cancer, things like that. And that can come from sexual abuse, things like that in childhood, things that affect your root chakra as well.
Childhood trauma.
Sacral chakra, you know what? I do those little dances and I swear them twerking. I can't twerk for nothing, but I be trying. I don't do it all on camera or anything like that. I do it in the privacy of my own home, in my room. But I do what I have to do. I fluid because I have to move because that's what energy does. And if I don't move my body, it gets stiff. I ain't gonna tell you a story. It gets stiff because energy needs to move. Energy needs to move. Did we get to the
solar plexus?
Yes.
That's the only one left out.
That's your intuition. That's your gut feeling. And that can manifest itself in ways of ulcers. stomach problems. Usually those are blocked when you're not listening to your intuition. For example, you have a feeling not to go somewhere. No. Prime example. I was in North Carolina with my parents and my nieces and nephews and my son. My sister was all there, and we wanted to go to the mall. We're going to the mall. My mom's like, now I'm grown as I don't know what. She said, oh no, I need somebody else to go with y'all. Ma, I'm what? What do you mean? I'm good. I got the kids, we could all go to the mall. Why not? Get your sister. Okay. I'll get my sister to go. Then she's like, I think I still need somebody else to go, or I don't want you to go. And I'm like, look, we want to go. Well, thank God for my mom, the neighbor caused. There was just a shooting at the mall. Someone was killed. I'm like, oh my God, we could have been gone. We could have been at the mall. But her intuition was trying to get her to get us to stay for some reason. And it did. But she couldn't figure it out. Prime example. You have to listen to your gut because it's not going to lead you astray. If you have that feeling, oh, I shouldn't do this, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Your gut is with your first brain because you're going to get that feeling in your gut before you get that thought in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm wrong. So
feel it. You feel it. You feel it.
And then when you sitting there like, dang it, I know it. Yeah, you do it. You knew it. But you went against your gut feeling that was telling you, that's not the way to go. It's not what to do. It's not going to work out for you. It lets you know that. So, it's Saturday night. You got anything to add?
Night.
You have anything to add?
Yeah. Sure thing. This one is a third eye, throat, and solar plexus connector. Amethyst correlates to both the heart and the third eye. Then there is blue agate, and then there's citrine. Citrine helps with clarity and vision, just as clear quartz does. That's why you were thinking of those things. Here's a ring that was made with the amethyst, third eye representing. So colors, you can do spaces or color themes for the day. If you're wanting to like tone up a specific chakra, find the colors that correlate. So the root chakra, your reds, your blacks, your browns, those are good for the root. Brown will also go with your solar plexus with this orange and orange and brown and red, and some yellow is also mixed in, which is the next level up. Your jasper zone, yellow jasper, yellow aventurine, citrine. That's solar plexus. The heart correlation is your malachite, your jade, your peridot, your emeralds. Those are green.
These are my chakra.
Yeah, so you can rock colors to match. Okay, red, brown, black goes with the root. You need to pick up the root. Be aware, conscious, knowing what you're doing. When you're wearing that color, I'm representing my root chakra today. Yeah. And then speak into it. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. What is that, Tiff?
Just an amulet.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Chakra amulet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking for my other.
And so then on the solar plexus, say rock a orange scarf, put
Uh-huh.
something orange, have something orange around you, for that day to pick up and be mindful is what the word I was looking for the first time. Be mindful with the colors, what your intent is. Yes, what your intent is.
Mhm.
The same then when we get to our solar plexus,
Yeah,
every
that's solar
chakra,
plexus. Yep.
same mathematics. And those are the basic chakras. There's more chakras in the body, but those
Oh
are
yeah.
the basics that will get you in tune with those areas.
Carnelian.
Carnelian is your solar plexus. That's your
Mm-hmm.
orange fire. Yes, yes. Brilliant to have. And they feel good. When your chakras need that,
Hey,
you'll
Kim.
feel it. You'll gravitate towards, the color.
Right.
Or if you need to, like Laura was speaking about her throat, then you need to rock some blues, girl. Start putting your blues on and tap into your throat. Drink some
Oh, you
sage
can see it up
tea.
there.
Sage tea is another good thing,
You
that
see
you
it
can
up there?
add, or should I say
Those are the
helpful?
ones above. That's the crown is the pink. Um, that purple would be the third eye,
Yeah, purple is
and then
amethyst.
the blue
The
is your
crown
throat
is
chakra.
the crown is like the selenite. It's clear, it's crystal, it's the quartz crystal. It could be the dark quartzes as well, but they are still in the quartz family, but the quartz crystal goes up top. Rock quartz, clear quartz, selenite, your clear quartzes, or white
Excuse me, yo. Hold on.
kinds of rocks.
You ain't gotta hold on. I was just getting my
And then for the
phone.
third eye, your pretty purple. Yes, yes, yes. Your pretty purples go for your third eye. For your bulk eye, it's your mouth. It's the blues, light blues. Blue green correlates both mouth and heart. So you can go with those as
Mhm.
well, like your aquamarins, your turquoise. Those are blue greens. They go both heart and communication. Um,
Right. Hold on, let's
then
see.
there's the solar plexus, which is your yellows. And then I'm sorry, oh man, did I do it? No, 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 that's right, that's right. Solar plexus is your yellows. I thought I said sacral, and then your sacral is the oranges, and again going into the reds and blacks and browns for your root chakra. Um,
Hmm.
so
Let's see. The blue. I was trying to look for that one.
which one?
I want to say lapis lazuli
It's a destiny stone. Lapis lazuli. Got a piece of
for
lapis.
throat chakra. That's what
For
I'm thinking.
which for which chakra?
Throat.
Yep, that is an excellent throat chakra. It's blue and it's most found with like a gold, which is a pyrite ore in it. There's a piece of lapis lazuli. I've cast it rough rock in a pyramid.
Huh. Yep. Throat chakra, third eye chakra. So that would be good for that. Um,
It's also
do
an attraction.
a blue candle with
Destiny.
your intentions.
It's also a destiny stone. Lapis lazuli is. If you need direction, you want to be pointed or guided in to where you're to go. Hey,
Yeah, it says it enhances communication, increases truth and integrity, opens the third eye, allows for speaking one's truth, connects to spiritual and higher wisdom. So if you're still on here, Deja Stellara, then yeah, you want to try to get you lapis lazuli. I think I got one right here.
that's a rough one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got a lot of rough ones. And then I got this one.
beautiful.
And,
Yeah, they have a good, some of them have a strong pyrite base in them. This one in the gold, that's what made me fall in love with the stone was the gold
Right.
tones in it. Like, ooh, it's so pretty. But I have seen some lighter cuts.
I like this one
Me
as
the
well.
name of this. Inbox me the name who sells this. princesscreations@gmail.com. Yeah. But okay, yeah. Yeah. That's lapis lazuli. You also have your celestite, which is a blue crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Celestite. You use celestite, which is, there we go. Can you see that?
I'm about to inbox her now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this one I just acquired now. She is a pricey stone. I had to have a piece for myself. This is watermelon tourmaline, which is both
Mm-hmm.
throat, heart and throat.
Okay.
The watermelon tourmaline, and it also correlates, I suppose, to the root chakra as well. But heart and throat is what you can find with that one. That's so pretty. I've wrapped it with intentions of making it a pendant to wear one day, and it's when I get to that happy place if it'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's we did lapis lazuli for the throat. What were you gonna do for the crown? Oh, I have a beautiful piece. Crown.
I don't know. I was telling her. I thought I was just telling her for that one. I didn't know we was going through all that.
Yeah, clear quartz. Clear quartz is good for clarity. It's good for being able to see through things, understand things better, set intentions.
Mm-hmm.
That is your crown. That's the crown chakra, crown stone. Look at it, just popped out too. Yeah, different ones. Or selenite. Selenite is a good one too.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah. Also good for cleaning your stone. So see how your crown can help as just as the root serves, because we use the selenite to clean our crystals, which is the crown stone.
Mm-hmm.
That's a piece of it. That's one example of it. To clean crystals. Set your crystals after using them. You had a rough day and you had a specific type of crystals on. You want to set it on top of that selenite. It'll help it recharge. You go back out there the next day and.
One thing about selenite, you do not want to get it wet though.
Yeah, can't wet it. Not
wet.
one you want to put in the full moon in the Florida water.
I put it in the full moon, but I don't.
Not in the Florida water though.
No, not in the water, and I'll wrap it in plastic before, because if it rains outside, I don't want it to get wet. So then I've got the selenite heart as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we found we both have that heart.
I love to keep that. It's like this is like one of those neutral that helps neutralize energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I love that. I love my moonstone. I have my moonstone too. I don't know why I'm showing on moonstones, because we were talking about blocks. So anyway.
Yep, grounding. So you want to get grounded. You were talking about grounding earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Good stone for grounding is the black tourmaline, which I'm holding here. Also, there is aragrin, which is another type of, this one's mixed. I was creative today, but the pure black feldspar type, that is another healer stone, grounding stone, shaman stone. You have shungite, which is
shungite. I put that in my water.
Greatly spoken about. Right. First I heard of it was for cleaning water, to put in as the rock to clean water, and then later it became known. And I did this again. This is an Apache tear. But that's another one again but it's also grief. I don't know why I keep grabbing it and calling it black tourmaline.
I found the watermelon tourmaline in here.
Ah,
Right here.
yes.
For
Woo-hoo.
your heart chakra.
Yes, yes. It's a beautiful stone. It feels good. I enjoy looking at it.
This is also a good stone for self-love as well.
Yes. Heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in, frequency, vibration. Okay, another good root chakra is the tiger's eye.
Got that right. Oh, I got
That's
that on me
Tiffany's
right
favorite.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
look,
This
that's
is
one of Tiffany's favorite.
but I also have, I don't know if that's not it. Where's my other? I've got a rough piece.
Now this one's cool. This one has a duplicity, or should I say, myriad of uses, and other of those stones do too. You can actually, this is a blood cleanser. This is bloodstone.
Bloodstone,
Blood,
yeah, that's it.
yes, bloodstone is actually helps clean the blood. It was used historically, well, like a protection stone. It helps to ground and get clear, be able to see through people's BS, be more assertive if like you're less assertive with yourself. This
What's
is a
another
stone,
name for bloodstone?
bloodstone.
Because it's not in here. Wait, what? Found it. Hold on. I lied. That's
Bloodstone
because,
jasper. Bloodstone jasper. It's a jasper.
yeah, I found it.
Type of
Bloodstone.
thing.
Let's see.
And there's two types. There's dragon bloodstone, and then there's bloodstone. So this bloodstone, this one here, this is a raw stone. You can take this just like shungite to the degree. You soak this in water though for no more than an hour. After you've soaked it for an hour, you can drink that glass of water, and it will help to cleanse your blood system. I'm not making any medical claims, okay? I'm just saying
Yeah,
what the
it says
stone's
it's for the
properties,
root and heart chakra.
are. And yes, so that's why it's a good grounder, because it brings the heart and the root chakra
Yeah, it
together.
says, okay, also known as hyliotrope.
Heliotrope.
Heliotrope.
Heliotrope. Thank you. Yes. And you see, when you said it, I knew what it was.
Heliotrope.
When you're at.
Bloodstone is so named because it is believed to help purify the blood and fight blood disorders. The stone is green with red flakes and is actually chalcedony.
Chalcedony. Chalcedony.
No, chalcedony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Flaked with iron oxide. The combination of colors makes it a good stone when you are working with the root and heart chakras together. So, working with the root and heart chakras.
Grounding.
Yep.
Now, that's one thing, but then there's the other thing. It's called the art of touch. So let's say you do have a mate or someone you spend time with that you can actually connect. That's down for these kind of connections. So let's say you want to do heart and root, then your mate would sit barely touching you as you lay still on your back, flat on your back, and they would place one hand at your root chakra and one hand at the heart chakra. If those are the areas that need to be brought into tune, then and meditate. Just holding those areas helps to bring or unify the areas and the chakras in between also. So that's what you were talking about when the chakras are out of line. That's how you can bring your chakras. That's another way to bring your chakras into alignment. And the same with the crown. If the crown is, your head is cloudy and you need to get clear, go to the head and another hand at the root. This is your mate sitting with you, applying loving hands and vibrating energy between the crown chakra and the root chakra. That will bring all the chakras into alignment with
Sounds
each
like
other.
Reiki.
It's Tantra. So it probably is
I have to look
great.
into that.
Yeah, that's Tantra. And it's not sex, so we hear natural. We might think sex is not a sexual thing. The energy may come because again, it's your mate, you know, and your rawness. You're being naked. He's touching your root, not playing with anything, you know, just the hand there on it, exchanging the body electricity from the root chakra to the heart chakra, or the root chakra to the crown chakra, or the crown to the heart, or the throat to the root. You know, whatever it is that you're seeking to bring in balance, one hand's going to go one place, the other hand's going to the root.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to end it now?
Yeah, if you ready to go, it's 50 minutes in. We got about 8 minutes and a half, unless you had nothing more to say.
You know, this is only supposed to be 20 to 30 minutes a day, every day.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, we had a good run the other day then, because I think we did about an hour. That's why I thought we were going for the hour.
No, the event always this says 20 or 30 minutes. So there ain't nobody on here but me now.
Oh, did everybody get off?
Yeah, Saturday. That's what I said 20 minutes ago. I was like, Saturday night.
They going out to have their Saturday fun now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Hope the messages